Well, today we're at the Madeira Adventure Park and we're going to do the Levada do Barreiro. And it looks a lot different up here than it does lower down in the valleys. Got a lot more pine up here, a lot more mist and fog. It's something completely different. But really looking forward to this little change of scenery here. And it should be a beautiful day in here as the fog dissipates in and out of the valley. So here we go, in Levada do Barreiro. Well, we got a fairly friendly guy right here. Unlike the dogs down lower, this guy here, he's super friendly. Well, pretty common theme for us too. We missed the trail down at the river, way down below, and we've climbed up, I don't know, 150, maybe 200 meters by mistake. So I guess the first clue was everybody was going down the hill, but not the two Canadians. Nope. When you're with Petemax, it's always the hard way, so we did the climb up. And I've gone to old trails and we're gonna re-hook up onto a different trail to try to get back onto the original path. But most of the walkers that we've run into here, they're going to Pico de Ario, from the Pico to Pico. They get dropped off up top here. They're doing it the easy way. They get dropped off through the Pico to Pico. Of course you can't right now because it's closed. And then they walk down. We'll do that on a different trip. Well, I know you're probably thinking that that is the Canadian Army back there, and you might be right under normal circumstances because that's about all we have in terms of troops back home. But no, this is the Portuguese Army. Not sure if these guys are up here maintaining the forests up here so that they don't have another fire as they did last year or not, but it's interesting to see a crew up here. Well, I just spent some time here chatting with the young guys from the Portuguese Army. I'll tell you what, great ambassadors for their country, super friendly, sharing stories about some of my experiences back in Canada with moose and elk. And yeah, that's what makes travel so interesting, is meeting these other folks. We're back on the Levada de Barreiro. Thank you, All Trails app. The fog and clouds have rolled in. So, plan B, which is figuring out a different route back to the starting point. Well, that was our intended route. As you can see, the clouds are just working their way up from the valley floor. It's going to be super foggy in there. So we're going to try to circumnavigate this valley here and head further southwest. Try to get around all this cloud. Well, so much for plan A fail due to fog. Plan B, well, that was a bust because it looks like a trail, just goes through a bunch of thorns and brush. So it's plan C, folks. Plan C, the third option, take the road back down. Eventually it'll get you to the right spot. Well, we've just kicked it into turbo mode here. It's getting to be about 3:30, and we got to get down to the starting point to catch our ride back to Funchal. So shifting into second gear on the downhill. Well, okay, today's walk hike, for the German out there that was critiquing my comments of whether this is a walk or a hike. Geez, it's just about semantics. Tomato, tomato, whatever. Okay, back to today's adventure. Yep, it didn't go quite as I had hoped or planned. We were supposed to end up on this Levada trail, but started off bad. We ended up missing the trail a long time ago, like about 4 hours ago, and ended up going into Pico de Arios, which is, I think, part of the Peak to Peak trail system. And up there we did find the trail once again, but as you saw earlier in the video, it was just so damn foggy up there and thick with clouds that we were concerned that if we went down there and there was any portions that might be difficult, it'd be difficult to see the trail or get your footing. So we basically ended up just walking this road here, which is like deserted. There's not a car on it, which leaves you think, oh my God, we're going the wrong way. But folks, I've been harping on you all along here. You got to trust your All Trails app. You got to believe in it, because if you're lost or you're just not sure, just as we were up top, it will get you back to where you want to be. So we made the best of today's walk. Yeah. Was it quite like I wanted it to turn out? No. But you know what? That is hiking and walking in general. Sometimes it doesn't always go to plan, and you gotta pivot on the spot and just make the best of it. But it still was a really nice day, and it was quite interesting up here. You can see up here in the fog, it's totally different than walking these Levadas down below. And in fact, it's interesting enough, I'm coming back. Maybe you will too. The addendum to this video here, my walking partner here, Sylvia, she had some doubts about her guide, but that often happens when we take these trips. And I call it the record. And usually there's a critical point in time where the record starts to play, and it's not a record you want to hear because it's a lot of critiquing. Like I said, lots of criticism. We're on the wrong trail, we're lost, we won't get home till midnight. But you know what? It always works out. Hey, what's the worst thing that could happen? You spend a night in the bush amongst nature. What more could you ask for? Okay, well, this is an addendum to the addendum to the addendum of this video. And it's February 2025. Folks, this is the walk that we tried to do here from the information center above Monte. The PR4, the Levada de Barreiro. Of course, you've heard the whole saga already in this video, how we missed the trail, ended up somewhere else, tried to get back on the trail, changed our minds because of the fog, walked down the road, yada, 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 yada. Anyhow, as luck would turn out, we got down here to the information center and I started asking about this trail, and you know what? It's closed. So just scrub that from your plans, go somewhere else.